Hi again.
Hi.
I would like to introduce you to my sister Anita from Danville, California.
And I'd like to introduce my sister Linda from Stellenbosch, South Africa. And we're twins. Now we're sisters across continents. Close to twins. I am so excited about you making kimchi. Because you've just got this way of making it that it's just really wonderful. And so you're going to demonstrate
But
this
why
for us.
do we want to make kimchi?
Okay, because this is part of the journey, which is, what are we calling this journey that we're on?
Feed your love.
Feed your love. This is part of feeding your love.
And love being every aspect of our lives.
Our bodies, our minds, our thoughts.
And kimchi is one of the most beneficial, healthy probiotics you can imagine. So we've come upon a way of making it that we really enjoy, and we've actually noticed in the last couple of weeks when we've incorporated it into a lot of what we eat, just how great we feel.
Yeah, it's a wonderful side effect. Some that we talk about quite readily and maybe some not so readily. Anyway, but now okay, Linda, are you going to show us how to do it? Okay.
The microbiome actually affects our immune system. They say it's our whole immune, 90%.
80 to 90% of our immune system
depends.
is generated in our gut. And 80 to 90% of our happy hormone, serotonin.
That's right. So our mental state, everything is determined by our gut. So let's keep our
But you know
gut
what, Linda,
healthy.
so here's the amazing part too, though. They say that there are 10 times as many bacteria in our gut than there are cells in our body.
That is phenomenal.
So we've got to make sure that these gut bacteria, which you call the microbiome, that we feed them on a daily basis.
Now, does it make a difference which gut bacteria are there?
Yeah, because apparently, I mean, there's some bad gut bacteria that are like dependent on sugar. So for us that have a high sugar diet, that's what we've really got to start eliminating. And so we want to get the good bacteria to about 85%, 15%, because you're always going to have the bad bugs there too. So this is about really promoting the good bugs.
Yes.
And you know, when we talk about olives, we're going to be making another video on olives. You're going to be telling us about some really good bugs.
Yeah,
that we start getting familiar with the good bugs.
Yes. So let's get started with making
Okay.
our kimchi.
So what are you doing right now?
Okay, so I'm taking a whole cabbage. This is what's left of it because I've been working really hard this morning.
She has been.
We'll chop it up, and I'll chop up a whole cabbage. And as we're doing this, we'll chat about it. But I'll
And
take
so you're actually chopping it quite finely.
Yes.
Not like I know kimchi is like in big pieces.
Yes, you know, I've found that if you want to add it to every plate of salad you make, I add a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons to every plate of salad. And it's much nicer if it's a little bit more finely cut.
Okay.
And this is all done with love.
Of course. Of course.
It adds to the flavour.
Okay,
It
fantastic.
adds to the flavour. So
Okay.
once I've
So
chopped
you
it,
start with the cabbage, is
I
that what you
start
do?
with the cabbage. And now what we want to do
And
is,
why do you start with the cabbage versus?
because we want to soak it for a couple of minutes, about 20 minutes in some salt water. Just gentle salt water.
Okay. Okay.
So what I'll do is I have some water here. I will add
that looks pink, like pink salt.
a tablespoon of Himalayan salt, not too much. And into this mixture we will place our cabbage. And this will stay here for about half an hour while we're busy chopping up the rest of our ingredients. So we let that soak gently in the salt water.
Okay.
And we'll put it one side. And now we're going to take, for one whole cabbage, I use 4 carrots. They can be bigger than this, and I grate them finely. I also use 4 cloves of garlic. I use 4 nice chilies.
And that depends on if you like it,
How
how strong you like it. If you like it strong, you would recommend more.
If you like it hot. You know, in Africa we like things hot.
We
So
like
we
things
have
hot.
more.
I have to tell you, we like things hot in the States too. We're trying really hard.
And a chunk of fresh ginger, depending on how much you enjoy ginger. We really enjoy ginger, so I tend to put a chunk like of this size, chopped finely, and then add that to the mixture. And that will be about 3 tablespoons of chopped ginger is what we use.
So we did this earlier. Linda did this earlier.
So
And
what
what do you have here? I can see the grated carrots.
Grated
There's spring onions in your too.
And there are also 3 bunches of spring onions sliced. So we've sliced the onions, mixed it all up, and to this mixture we've added 1 cup of fish sauce. Easily obtainable fish sauce.
In most of Asian restaurants, you
get
can,
from
Asian markets, you can
And
find
you
it.
mix this all up, and as you mix it, you'll notice that the volume just reduces amazingly because it just becomes, it obviously draws out some of the moisture of your carrots and etc.
So here we've drained and rinsed. Did you rinse it too, or you?
Yes, you must drain the cabbage, give it a quick rinse, and now we're going to, now that it's dry, drained and dry, we will add just the right proportion of this mixture. And remember, you don't have to smother it. It's really a case of this little bowl would be enough for a whole cabbage, of which I only have part here. So I'll show you how to just stir it in slowly and carefully so that it's not too dominating.
And this is where Linda is amazing. She really just, you develop a feel, don't you, Linda, of exactly how much of this mixture to put in.
Yes, and it's terribly critical.
So that's what she's going ahead and doing.
And you just mix it so that it is lightly coated, but not too overpowering. We don't want the sauce to overpower it too much, but give it a nice bit of colour. And once you've done that, you will pack it into a jar such as this, and you can pack it really tightly, and you won't believe it, but in this jar we've probably got twice the amount of cabbage that is in this bowl. It gets pushed into this jar because as you compress it, you'll find that the volume, it takes up very little volume. And then you close it not too tightly because there will be a little bit of gas being emitted as the fermentation takes place. And you know what? If you can actually start eating it right away because it's so gorgeous.
It's so gorgeous.
And then as it ferments, you leave this in your fridge and you can keep it there for up to 6 weeks, 2 months, and just take a little bit out as you need it, and the flavour will develop as time goes, and it just gets absolutely fantastic. And there's actually a warning here. It becomes really addictive.
It actually does. It really does.
So be careful.
So we're going to make a few more videos where we're going to actually show you how to use this as well. But this is kind of a staple that should be in all of our fridges all the time. And now that we know how to make it.
And this is what, to show your love for your family and everybody near you, this is what you should be trying to feed them every day.
Feed your love. And you know, this one was really nice when we found this one. This bottle has actually got a lovely heart on it. Only in South Africa. Over and out.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.